Well, Liberty University has one of, if not the strongest club sports department in the country, and included within that is the men's lacrosse team. The Flames played host to Oklahoma on Tuesday, winning 18-6. To give us a recap of the performance, here's Rhett and Pat.
The Liberty lacrosse team went out west over spring break, losing 3 games to top 10 opponents in the MCLA. Coming home against the Oklahoma Sooners, Pat, they definitely wanted to right the ship, and they did that.
Yeah, absolutely. Getting a lot of a balanced attack between the Flames tonight, as we saw 5 different guys got the first goals of the season, and then as we touched on, a lot of guys with a balanced attack, but definitely the stars of the matches we touched on earlier. Ethan Kamholz, Ryan Miller, and then the main man himself, Brett Bernardo.
Yeah, let's talk a little bit about Ryan Miller. Comes into this game maybe in a little bit of an offensive funk, but he broke out of it tonight, scoring a hat trick. And then on the assist side of things, you don't usually see him get a lot of apples, but he did tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Definitely really feeding a lot of guys, then getting them in really prime scoring opportunities, and they just had to do the job of finishing, and they were able to do so. So definitely a different dynamic we're seeing in the skilled attackman in Ryan Miller.
The Liberty Flames able to kind of test out their depth tonight. Typically, you see your first, maybe second line get in there a little bit of the time, but the second stringers and even third stringers coming out, and they played pretty well.
Yeah, absolutely. A couple of the guys were able to chip in on the scoring end, but one thing I think that was huge or more was the defense of the second string. It didn't really dip down as they played solidly on the defensive end, and that's what I think McQuillan is going to be more happy with than lighting up the scoreboard, as their first stringers were able to do that.
He has to be pretty happy as well. The Flames put up a consistent second half. First period, or first half that is, a little bit of up and down. They kind of fell asleep at times, but the second half they came out and they just put the dog down.
Yeah, absolutely. We touched on it earlier this year that they need to find a way to play a complete quarter, and they were to do so in the third and definitely really opened this thing up, as in the second half outscored Oklahoma 11-3.
Well, the Liberty Flames' next home game is a week from this Friday. It's the midnight game against Georgia. For Patrick Strawn and Rhett McGibbon for Game On.